Well, this Friday is finally here, and I am very thankful for that, as I'm sure most of you perhaps are as well as the fact that the snow, well, took a while to get here, had a slow start as well, and total accumulation estimates right now have backed off just a bit, but we still are under a winter storm warning, and will be until tomorrow, and there's still a chance we could pick up 2, 3, maybe even more inches of snow, and I'll give you the latest in just a few seconds as I get ready to leave you for what I hope is a restful, warm weekend for all. Weather-wise, there are some ups and downs, and we're going to thaw out sometime, and now we're hopeful that won't cause any complications. No real long thaw up in the forecast, but there are a couple of days we'll be above freezing. There's also some more snow in our forecast, so stay tuned for all of that. Just some local news and updates tonight before I leave you for the weekend. One update: after an earlier House Budget Committee vote of 17-3 in favor of it yesterday that I reported last night. The Kentucky House went on to vote 90-7 to decrease the state's personal or individual income tax. It's House Bill 1, and it will take the tax down a 0.5 percentage point from 4 to 3.5. That will go into effect, should this make it all the way through, of course, as right now it's looking pretty favorable that it will in 2006. Now, this actually has been an ongoing decrease from the original 6% that it stood at since Republican lawmakers passed a significant tax overhaul in 2022. They've been reducing by about a 0.5 point, slowly but surely, the individual income tax here in Kentucky. Their goal is to get rid of it completely, and with this most recent vote, they're on their way to getting it down to 3.5%. This does not affect the corporate tax rate. With that said, just got off the phone with the Licking Valley RACC representative, Curry Howard. Good news. I believe that all of McGoffin County has electricity at this hour. I'll update you, though, on other efforts and numbers in just a few seconds. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
You can call it low carb because it is ultra low carb. And you can also call it one of the tastiest meals ever. Seasoned roast breast strips are perfect green beans, and cooked cabbage so good that sometimes I just get a pint of it and a Diet Pepsi and make it a meal. All you have to do is make your way to your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Sayersville National.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, our mission has been to provide quality healthcare close to home. Now, as part of the mission, we're proud to announce our new Women's Health Mobile Clinic. We will be traveling to 5 counties to ensure that transportation is not an issue when it comes to your health. We can even arrange transportation from your home to the mobile clinic. Services include prenatal and postpartum visits, 4D ultrasounds, lab work, and wellness exams. For an appointment, call 606-263-6195. Big Sandy Healthcare, truly bringing quality healthcare close to your home.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
Curry Howard told me last night, as I told you, that Tick Lick was going to be a tough one to get on, and they were fearful it might take 2 or 3 days. It did not. I think Tick Lick power restored just shortly after 4 o'clock this afternoon, and with that, McGoffin County, as I understand, for Licking Valley and Kentucky Power, appears to be at 100%. I checked the national database that we've been using and referring to all week and just a moment ago, and it showed 0 outages in McGoffin County. Curry Howard of Licking Valley RECC saying that they also show 0 for their network as well. Tick Lick was one of the tougher spots that they've been working on here as of late, and yesterday he was worried it might take a couple of days, but it came on today at about 4:15, 4:20 or so, I think. And with that, McGoffin County, again, appears to be running on all cylinders and have 100% of its utility restored at this time. As for Licking Valley, they are standing at about 84 for the entire system, still out. That's down from almost 300 at this time yesterday. There's, I think, about 18 still out in Johnson, 7 total in Lawrence County, and 500 total customers right now showing out in the state of Kentucky. Curry Howard said Licking Valley was actually working in Wolfe County right now in an area that is affecting 39 accounts, and they're hopeful to get that on before tonight, and if that happens, well, that'll cut their number pretty much in half. The only thing he's worried about now is a bit of a thaw on Sunday when this ice starts to melt. Well, these lines will start to move, and possibly there might be some outages. Nothing as widespread as what we have seen associated with that. But for now, everything has gone very well and appears to be back on. For those of you who've been asking yourself, where's our good buddy Coach Dane Brown nowadays? Well, I know. I'll tell you in just a few seconds. He's got his first collegiate head coaching job. Yep. Let's go, though, to a still, it'll pick up as the weather allows, a brief McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar for this Friday. It will be cold for their commodity days next week at the Water into Wine Food Pantry, but right now they're scheduled to be open 9 to 11 Wednesday. It's going to be like in the low 20s. Thursday, I think just as cold, almost 9 to 11 as well for their senior commodity day, and only one regular commodity day for this month of January, and I'm hopeful they'll get that in. Due to the weather. You can stay up to date on any announcements or anything of that nature by calling 349-6301. And call me or fax or email or Facebook or however you want to get an announcement to me. Get it to me, and I'll be glad to tell everyone about it. Birthdays, of course, and anniversaries, too. From there, funeral service announcements brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. First off, services will be held this Monday morning at 11 for Gary Leroy Hunley, 71 of Vansville Borders Road, who passed away Wednesday at his home, son of the late Froy and Ida Mae Cottle Hunley. His wife Marcia and brothers Jack and Troy Lee and his sister Sue all preceded him in death. He is survived by his daughter Heather Hunley, son Gary Hunley, his sisters Wanda Witt and Sharon K. Phillips, Cleo Rita Harmon, and Ruth Ann Miller, as well as a number of grandchildren and a great-grandchild. Funeral services for Leroy are going to be held again Monday at 11 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. Visitation will be Sunday evening after 5. And services have been set for 47-year-old Michael Gordon Long of Sagersville, who passed away Wednesday after a long illness. The son of Gordon and Carolyn Davis Long, he survived as well by his wife Sabrina, their daughter Ashton, his brother David Long, his sister Bethany Newman, uncles Larry Long and Steve Long and Tim Davis, his aunt Tammy Burchett, and 2 nephews. Services for Michael are going to be held Tuesday morning. They'll start at 11 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be Monday evening from 6 until 9. In lieu of flowers, the family has requested that contributions be made to the Michael Gordon Long Scholarship Fund. Again, services Tuesday morning at 11. And at last report or update, services are still incomplete, but to be announced for Phyllis Wheeler, 88 of Littlers Fork Road, who passed away Saturday at her home.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Every season brings its own challenging driving conditions and some more than others. Stay up to that challenge at Conley's. Check out their monthly specials on the best tires. Their $35 computer diagnostic and over 30 years of brakes and oil and maintenance to keep you rolling. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and ConleyTire.net. Getting your prescription filled by Sayersville's oldest, most trusted pharmacy is only one of so many other reasons to stop by. Tasty reasons like hot soups, hot dogs, chicken salad, loaded Dorito nachos, iced and specialty coffees, hand-dipped cones, and milkshakes. So where is our good buddy Coach Dane Brown, who of course cut his teeth as the head coach of the McGoffin County Hornets here a few years ago? He's held a lot of positions at a lot of different levels and now has his first collegiate head coaching position. He's now an Eagle at Faulkner University in Alabama. It was made official yesterday during conclusion of their daily chapel assembly at Faulkner. Coach Brown saying this opportunity means the world to my entire family. We've always been about faith, family, and football. It is very important for us to be at an institution that not only supports but promotes godly values, and we are excited to be able to open up about our beliefs and to influence and lead others in that area as well. He said, quote, our lives have been dedicated to helping young people succeed, and we are excited about having the opportunity to have a positive impact on the lives of not only the football team, but everyone at Faulkner University. Brown is the 8th head coach in the program's history, and he started his collegiate career back in 2007 as a recruiting coordinator and director of football operations at the Big Ten mainstay Northwestern. 2011, the Morehead State graduate went on to the NAIA, where he served as defensive coordinator at Pikeville. Getting closer to home for a while, Brown then went back to the NCAA Division I ranks in 13. That's 2013 when he took the director of recruiting role at Southern Miss. He then went on after that to the DFO spot at Kent State in 2016 and then returned to the Power Conference ranks in 2018 when he served as assistant director of recruiting and a special teams analyst at Kansas before taking a similar role in Troy in 2019. And in 2021, he moved into the role of special teams coordinator and tight ends coach there for the Trojans. His career has also featured head coaching jobs on the high school level, Harmony High School, as well as St. Cloud High School, Lake Howell High School, and most importantly, McGoffin County High School. Been a few years since I was chasing Coach Brown on the sidelines, interviewing him after games. It was a lot of fun. We miss him dearly and wish him well. A sincere congratulations to our friend. Let's take one last look at your weather. This winter storm is going to roll right on through tomorrow, not with quite as much teeth at least as what we were expecting. But we're still talking about accumulating snowfall. We're still talking about bitterly cold temperatures that are not going to go away. They might give for a couple of different days throughout the 7-day, but we're going to be dealing with the cold and still some snow chances for some time to come. Yeah, I zoomed pretty far out because I wanted everyone to get an idea that there's a lot of moisture moving around right now, and of course it's going to be falling when it does as snow. This is not a mix event. Now, this was an event where we thought the snow was going to roll in by noonish, 11 or noon maybe or something. Took a while to get here. It was just dry upstairs. It wasn't falling downstairs, but it has started and will continue to over the night. And as a result, a winter storm warning continues for everyone there in the pink and a winter weather advisory for everyone else. And this is in effect until tomorrow. So, more snow. Not as much, it appears as though, as what we were expecting earlier, but we've still got several hours of it, so it could make up some ground, certainly. Right now, the National Weather Service has got southwest of the Kentucky 15 corridor at 3 to 6. We are closer and into that 2 to 5, and it's right now closer to 2 to 3, I think, of total snowfall expected for us. But like I said, we'll keep an eye on it from afar because I'm not going to be here with you for the next couple of days. It's the weekend. Yay. As for how long it's going to last, well, it looks to be here till, again, well into tomorrow. I think till noon or after, we'll still see some lingering snow from this event before we get a little bit of a reprieve and then start talking about the next one. And there will be a next one. There's also a few other things in the forecast that we'll have to talk about as well. There's even a green in there. One, and it's a small one, but there is a green in there. Let's take a look here. I've got a little local current data for you. Started off at 10 degrees this morning, topped out at 28. We are at 26 at the 6 o'clock hour right now. Humidity up there, obviously, 93%, dew point 25 degrees. Sunrise 7:48, sunset 5:34. There's your 7-day looking at you. Tonight, like I told you last night, not seeing temperatures go anywhere. Going to hold about 28 degrees. So I'm sorry, we are at 26. We're almost 26.8, 27 right now. So we're going to stay close to that. We might even see temperatures go up just a degree or so and hit 28. That's kind of where we are. A light wind, maybe 1 to 3 on the snowfall totals. Tomorrow, for your Saturday, scattered snow showers mainly before 9, some flurries after. Cloudy skies, a steady temperature still around 27, 28 degrees. Now, there will be some winds tomorrow up to 10, 15 or so out of the west. That'll give us some wind chill factors, so keep that in mind. But we should see the snow gone. Mostly cloudy skies, though, are going to stick around. No sunshine tomorrow. And tomorrow night, upper teens for nighttime lows at 17. Latter half of your weekend, well, look at that, 39 and sunny. Say it isn't so. Good news, bad news. I mean, all this stuff's going to have to melt at some point, and, that could cause a few issues in regards to power lines starting to wiggle and move around. As the ice melts and falls, we'll hope for the best. It shouldn't be that bad because we didn't get as much ice, again, as what we could have or were fearful of getting. 19 Sunday night taking us into Monday. There you saw 35 for your high and 11 for your low. The cold air is not letting go. Mostly cloudy and a 20% chance of some snow showers on your Monday. Tuesday and beyond in the 7-day, look at that. Right back we go to as cold, maybe even a little colder than where we've been. Yeah, Tuesday 24 for the high, 6 that night. Single digits, partly sunny, flurries. Wednesday, low 20s for daytime highs. 8, single digits again that night. Still 20% chance of some snow. We start our climb upward from there. How far and how long, I don't know. I can tell you Thursday, it looks like we're going to hit 30. And Friday, it looks like we're going to hit 40. And we're going to see the sun, at least a little, if not somewhat substantially, for several days on end. But again, cold for a lot of it. Nighttime lows are still well below the freezing mark all the way through Friday night, through this time next week. And mostly sunny and 40 with some moisture means we might see some sprinkles next Friday before it drops back down to 26 again. I can't say it enough. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, relaxing, warm, and safe weekend. And I hope to see you back here Monday as we'll be bearing down on the second half, close to it at least, before you know it, of January already. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody. It's a tradition and a destination. It's Fraser's Prater Drug in downtown